I'm about to get sent home. I'm about to lose this job. My chances of chasing my dreams are over. What am I going to say to her? What am I going to do? And then the elevator door opens and I'm standing right in front of her. So if you've been keeping up with my story, you know at this point I just started working at the gym. I started making some income to provide for myself. I got a great relationship with everybody I work with. I had a great relationship with my coach's mom, and everything was going smoothly. One day, she tasked me with cleaning up the refrigerator in the kitchen of the gym. It was me and my boy Malachi. We was the one that was cleaning up at the time. And when we was cleaning up, we opened up the refrigerator and we found a gallon of milk. At this point, this gallon of milk was already 2 months expired. Now, before I tell you what he said, I want you to keep in mind he's 18 or 19 and I'm 20 at this point. So we should have been a little bit wiser, but hey man, I don't know what to say. He goes, "Hey, you think if we leave this milk in here long enough, it'll turn into cheese?" Yes, that's a very stupid idea. But I replied, "Dang, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's find out." So we left the 2-month expired milk in the fridge. So after this, a couple of weeks go by and my coach's mother finds the milk in the fridge. And she comes to me and she goes, "Hey, Sodiq, there's a bottle of milk in that fridge, man. It's been expired for a little while now. I guess you didn't see it, but take care of it, throw it out." I was like, "No problem. I'll get rid of it." I let my boy Malachi know. I was like, "Hey, man, experiment's over. The milk didn't turn into cheese." And my coach's mom said, "Hey, we got to throw it away." And then he goes, "Man, are you going to give up on the experiment? Come on, man. It's already been 2 months and a couple of weeks, man. You know, all you got to do is wait a little bit longer. Hope it'll turn into cheese." And then I go, "You know what? You're right. I'm not a quitter. We made it this far already on the experiment." So he suggests, why don't we put the bottle of milk on top of the refrigerator in the wooden shelf, and then we close it up and nobody will be able to find it. So I did just that. Now the thing is, this hiding spot that we got for the bottle of milk was so good that even I forgot about it. He forgot about it, and this bottle was in there for a few days. I remember one Sunday evening, me and a couple of my teammates, we came back from a Jiu-Jitsu tournament, and it was already nighttime. The school was locked, but I had the keys. I went upstairs into the gym to go put away my gi and my Jiu-Jitsu stuff, and I smelled something really bad, and I was like, "Whoa, somebody blew up this bathroom, man. It stinks so bad up here." Our gym is on the 3rd floor. I was like, "Man, this whole 3rd floor stinks. That bathroom is horrible." And I left. I didn't give it a second thought. The next day comes, and I'm always the first one to the gym, even at this point. So I walk into the gym, and I saw the janitor cleaning the kitchen, because the kitchen area technically doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the building and the management. So the janitor is in there, and he's cleaning the kitchen, and he goes, "Hey, Sodiq, man, this kitchen smells real bad. I cleaned the floor, but I can't get rid of the smell." Like, you know, he couldn't, like, no matter how much he cleaned the place, it still stunk. And then he walked away, and then it hit me. I was like, "Oh my God, I think I know what the smell is." I opened up the shelf on top of the refrigerator, and keep in mind, this is a wooden shelf. And the gallon of milk that was in there has turned into a circular ball shape. Like the whole gallon expanded. It was like a plastic bottle, but it expanded into the shape of a circle, and it exploded on the bottom. And not only did it explode on the bottom, the milk actually sunk into the wooden shelf. So now the milk is inside of the whole shelf itself. As soon as I saw that, I picked up the bottle and ran to the trash can and tried to throw it away into the dumpster so nobody could see what was actually causing the smell. I closed the shelf back up, and then I just got out of there. Now, the janitor is gone, and it's just me by myself at the gym. So I was like, okay, I think I got a good 20 minutes before anybody else shows up. So I get to cleaning. I wiped off all the little funky parts of the milk. It was like greenish, like moldy type of milk. I cleaned all that off. I got rid of all that, but the smell was so strong. Like the smell was from the front of our gym all the way to the back. Everything on this 1st floor smelled. I've never smelled a skunk before, but I'm guessing this is what it smelled like. And the whole 1st floor smelled like that. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get rid of it. Now, while cleaning this up, I hear another one of my teammates comes in, and he goes, "Oh my God, what is that smell?" And like he sees me cleaning up in the kitchen. And at this time, I thought I could trust him. It was my friend Al. And he goes, "Man, what's causing this? Why does it smell like that?" And I go, "We left milk at the top shelf." He's like, "Why the heck would you do that? Why wasn't it in the refrigerator?" And I go, "I was trying to see if it would turn into cheese." And he starts busting out laughing. I forgot to tell him that it wasn't just me, but it was my boy Malachi who said, "Hey, let's see if it turns into cheese." But I took the blame. I was like, "Yeah, I tried to see if it turned into cheese." I begged him. I said, "Hey, please don't tell anybody, man. I'm trusting you, man, but please help me out. Can you get some sprays or something to help me? Let's get rid of this smell." He left, came back, got a couple of sprays. When I'm telling you, those sprays didn't do anything. We used Febreze. We used any type of spray that you can think about. All it smelled like was just the spoiled cheese. I mean, the spoiled milk and the air freshener on top of it. So it was just like a fruity, poopy smell. A few more minutes go by, and now more people are starting to show up at the gym. I remember my boxing coach walked in along with a couple of other boxers, and they was like, "Man, what is that smell?" They saw me in the kitchen. I'm still over here cleaning up because, today we're definitely not training. We're going to spend the whole day trying to get rid of this smell. And, I just acted like I couldn't hear them. I had my headphones in, and they thought I was listening to music or something, and they just ignored them, and they just kept it walking. I used whatever I could to try to clean up this mess. I started scrubbing the shelf with water. I started scrubbing the shelf with bleach. I was using whatever I could. And then I went outside. I took a peek through the hallway to see what everybody was doing. And there I saw my friend Al. He's at the front desk, laughing, covering his nose, and telling the funniest story he's ever heard. And I knew right away that he was snitching on me. Next thing you know, everybody that was up there listening to his story turned their heads at the same time, walked into the kitchen, and I was like public enemy number one. Like, "I can't believe you're doing this." My boxing coach goes, "If this was my business, I would fire you right now." "What are y'all stupid or something, man? You're lucky Master Lloyd ain't here." That's my head coach. Luckily for me, he was out of town for like the next 2 weeks, but my boxing coach was going off, and I started begging him. I was like, "Please, everybody here, no matter what you do, don't tell his mom," because I knew for sure if she found out that we made the whole gym smell like straight up poop because we wanted to see if milk would turn into cheese, I was getting fired that day, and I was probably getting kicked out of the fighter house. Although they let me have it, they at least gave me their word that they wasn't going to snitch on me, so I was safe on that note. They all went into the back and started training and started doing their class, and I went right back into trying to clean up and trying to get rid of this smell. A few more minutes go by, and I hear the elevator coming up, and I looked at the clock. My coach's mom came to the gym every day around the same time, and as soon as I heard that elevator, I knew it was her. Now, the kitchen to the elevator is only about a 10-second walk, but when I'm telling you, this walk felt like a 100-mile marathon. So many crazy thoughts was going through my head before I actually got there. I was like, "No, I'm about to get sent home. I'm about to lose this job. My chances of chasing my dreams are over. What am I going to say to her? What am I going to do?" And then the elevator door opens, and I'm standing right in front of her. And I lied. I don't know what to tell you, but I just started lying. I started lying my ass off. I go, "Miss Rose, please don't be mad, but I accidentally left food out overnight, and it has this whole place smelling really bad." Hey, man, I don't condone lying, but sometimes if you have a goal and you have a dream, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So I came up with the best possible story I could. I couldn't lie all the way, but I told a little white lie. I left a little bit of food overnight and it smells. And for some reason, she believed me. That's why I always tell everybody she just loved me, man. So like, I know if that was anybody else on the staff, she would have drilled them. But she believed me. She was like, "Thank you for telling me. Just make sure you handle it and you clean it up." I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. And I went right back into the kitchen and I got on it. I made sure she saw me cleaning that kitchen the whole day. Now, as the day went on, people will come in and out and they'll all complain about the smell. The whole first floor of the gym smelled like just straight skunk. Everybody complained about it. My coach's wife came in and complained about it. She called him on the phone to complain about it, but he's on the phone, so he doesn't know how bad the smell is. When somebody describes the smell on the phone, you're just thinking, okay, it stinks a little bit, but you don't know how bad it was. I'm saying it stunk to the point where no one was able to use the kitchen. We had to shut off the whole kitchen area, and the kids that were on the after school program had to eat on the mat. The whole gym smelled for a straight almost 2 weeks. We actually couldn't get rid of the smell until one of my teammates brought in these little weed scents to cover up when people are smoking. And what I did, I gathered a whole bottle of that and I just dumped it on top of the shelf area where the milk had exploded and seeped into the wooden shelf. And hey, the kitchen now smelled super, super fruity for the next like month, but it was a whole lot better than the skunky milk into cheese smell. These were like the longest 2 weeks of my life. And after it was over, I realized my boy Malachi got zero blame for this. The whole experiment was his idea. And yeah, I was older than him, but not that much older. I was only about a year older than him, but he was the one that gave me the idea. He got zero flack for it. He didn't have to do any type of cleaning up. He would just walk by me and laugh every time he saw me cleaning the kitchen for like 3 days straight. But I guess the moral of the story is, no matter how long you wait, expired milk won't turn into cheese.